When I arrived at that school, I was not a Christian. I was not walking with God. I, in fact, was a rather profane person who made fun of those who did walk with God. But there I was at this outstanding university with an outstanding basketball team. And I was there down deep inside because I knew I needed God. I knew I needed something, and that's the reason I chose that school over a lot of other ones. It was that autumn in 1967 when finally I made a commitment to follow Christ. And one of the first things that I realized was I could not cheat in the classroom anymore. So I realized that I'm going now to have to study. And I began to study, and I found out something. I found out that actually I was pretty smart. I was good with words and concepts, and I understood all those kinds of things. I still wasn't very good at math. But I began to learn that I loved to read. I was discovering this whole new world of literature, and of course the Bible being at the center of all that literature. And it began to change me. And pretty soon, my image of myself began to change. Until when I graduated from college, I wasn't any longer interested in going and trying to become a professional basketball player. I wanted to go into ministry. I wanted to go into where I could study and teach and preach. And I spent now the larger part of my life, Bill DeHull, using words for my living, writing many books, traveling the world and teaching. And for a person who finished 411th out of 413 in his senior class in high school, for a person that was frightened of the English language in any written or formal way, it's amazing that I'm sitting here talking to you right now. But you know why I am? Because God changed my image of who I was. He changed my ideas of who I was. He changed my image of who I was. And now I'm a different person because of that. And that's what we're talking about when we discuss ideas and images and how it renews the mind, how it changes the mind. It's through believing what God says about me is true, rather than what other people say about me, even though I need to listen to those who are close to me and who care about me. But at the same time, who does God say I am? And based upon who God says I am, and that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, even no longer sense that I am not worthwhile or I have nothing to contribute. So that's my encouragement to you, is to allow God to change your mind. Remember, through Lectio Divina, reflective reading, allowing the Word of God to come in and to change me, to give a liturgical response, one of submission, of confession, of change and transformation. I know this can happen. I encourage you to stick with it because it will make a difference in your life.